So it's been about a week since the RPS US Open meet. Just kind of wanted to, go over a little bit of my thoughts, reflect a little bit on the meet, and then kind of plans moving forward. So meet didn't go as well as training would have anticipated, and no real excuses. I'm not one to make excuses. It just wasn't strong enough that day, but I can say the only thing, if I had to do it differently, the only thing I would do differently is I decided to take a full week off before the meet, which kind of left me flat, left me pretty lethargic on meet day. So I probably just typically what I do is I'll do a workout Monday, Tuesday, just to make sure everything's firing, make sure there's blood flow, everything's going good. But this time I felt like I just needed a little bit more rest, and I don't know if that played a huge role, but that's the only variable that I can think of that was different from this meet than any of my other meets. For me, the hardest thing is, as an athlete and a coach, is for me to kind of pick the weights and be as on top of it as I can for myself without letting my ego, my expectations get in the way. I can do that for all my lifters, but for myself, it just seems to kind of pass right through. So going into the meet, everything was going really good. Probably the best training prep that I've had for meet. Hitting all the weights, everything was moving. Got down to San Diego on Thursday morning, just relaxed, wasn't cutting weight or anything. Ate and drank all the way up to weigh-ins, weighed in at 239.8. After weigh-ins, just went and got some breakfast with JP Price, Rob Philippus, and Justin Groffels, I think is how you pronounce his last name, and everybody from CSA, and Kaylee, of course. Went and got some breakfast, hung out, talked a little bit. First time getting to chat with a few of those guys. I've met Rob before. Everyone's there. Everyone's really cool. Couldn't ask for a better group of lifters. Couldn't ask for a better meet experience. In general, the meet in a whole was probably the best experience I've had in powerlifting in my illustrious 3-year career of lifting weights. But I just feel like the amount of talent, the amount of good people, character-wise, that Gracie had at the meet was just it was amazing. There was no drama in the back room. Everyone was helping each other out. Everyone was pushing through warm-ups. Everyone was keeping everybody going, keeping everybody motivated. It was just a really good team community feel to it. So kudos to everyone who did the meet. Kudos to Gracie for inviting the right kind of people. And the meet in general was ran exceptionally well. Everything was told to us 2 to 3 weeks out as far as expectations of what we're using, what will be in the warm-up room. So we kind of knew everything that was going to be going on, and it went off without a hitch, even with a few, mishaps of getting the weight dumped and having a monolift issue. Everything was perfect. Everything was smooth. Didn't even notice those things to take away any of the time or anything like that. So me in a whole was great. Gracie did an awesome job. Can't wait to do it again next year, or any meets that she does. I'll definitely be there to support and help out in any way I can. On to the meet. Made weight, ate all day, ate everything good. Probably ended up having over 1,000 grams of carbs that day. Kept protein pretty low, kept fat pretty low. Didn't really eat any crap really. So felt really good. Didn't feel over bloated. And going into the day, everything kind of felt really, really sluggish and lethargic. Like I said, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was just taking the week off, but who knows? Could have been from travel, could have been from all kinds of other things. Fact of the matter is, you can kind of tell when it's going to be a good day in the warm-ups, and you can kind of tell when it's not. And for me, when my legs felt pumped and weak after just doing some body weight squats. I should have known then, like, you know what, let's lower expectations a little bit and let's just get the total and the best total we can that day. But for some reason I can't do that, so I opened with 705. It went okay, didn't go as fast as it's been going in training, and should have taken a jump to about 722-ish, but instead went up to 733. Couldn't move it, but I felt like I just misgrooved a little bit, so I went up to 744, and as you guys saw in the video, got it about 3/4 of the way locked out, and then just came onto my toes, and that was it. 1 for 3 on squats. Really set the tone for the rest of the day. Ended with 705. I've hit 705 before in a meet, but I can definitely say that the quality of my lifts have improved tremendously. The 705 I've done at a SPF meet was it was high by my standards, but it got passed. These squats that I did at this meet, I think could have passed in any federation, so I was happy with that. The quality of the lift was 10 times better, but the weight didn't go up, so kind of disappointed. Sat down, ate some food, then as soon as I got up, about 20 minutes later, everything just kind of started cramping up on me. So the whole day I was dealing with cramps and kind of just fighting through that the rest of the day, and never really had that issue so much and cramping up in my forearms and my back for bench. But opened with 474 on bench, went up really well. Well, not really well, sorry. Went up, kind of got stuck, and then pushed through. I just didn't have my elbows under the bar enough, but I still jumped up to 501. Probably should have went to 490, and took 501 twice, couldn't get it. So just kind of add salt to the wounds. Definitely thought I had a 500 bench, but it didn't work out. Got done. The whole time I'm just pounding Gatorade, pounding noon tabs, eating some salty food, just trying to get everything back to normal. And then by the time I got to deadlifts, everything felt pretty good. Opened with 638, and as I went to go pull, I kind of got onto my toes a little bit and hitched it up. So the only thing I actually made a smart move and played it safe was I took it again and then jumped up to 666 to tie my best all-time deadlift, and hit it pretty good. Hit it as it should have been a second attempt, which it would have been. And kind of like I said, just adds to the day at hand. Totaled 1846, which is a PR total for me. Overall, in the 242 weight class, it's roughly like a 70-pound, 60-pound PR total, but definitely had a lot more in me. Shooting for mid-1900s, and even with the bad day I was having, if I would have picked better attempts and not made mistakes, I would have had a 1900 total. But you know, being in the sport for 3 years, just every meet I do, I'm just learning a lot, and I know I'm getting stronger. I know it's getting there. I just got to put it all together on meet day and just find that recipe for success, so that the training plan will lead into a good meet, and I'll quit having these videos where I talk about how crappy I did. So just back to the gym, getting stronger, getting better, really motivated by the guys that were out there. Really strong guys. Definitely got to pick up my game and keep pushing, and you know, shoot for the best. I don't really have a meet planned. I want to do a sleeve meet at the end of the year, and then obviously March of next year I'm going to Australia, so I'll probably maybe do a meet in between, just so I can keep practicing, getting everything good. That way when I go to Australia, I don't go out there and embarrass myself. So I appreciate you guys watching, liking and sharing the videos. I hope you get some stuff out of these videos. You know, I don't want it to come off as if I was making excuses. Just wasn't strong enough that day. But leading into it, just some of the thoughts that I think could have went into that. Bad meet, I want to share with you guys, not as an excuse, but kind of as a bit of advice, you know, to not necessarily make the same mistakes that I did, and just move forward and keep getting stronger and keep getting better. So talk to you guys next time. See you.